Dear students, we'll start with the new chapter, that is chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. And weightage for this is you'll get 6 marks from this particular chapter. And already you have studied coordinate geometry in your 9th standard. So there you studied what is Cartesian plane. So how a point is represented on a Cartesian plane. So you are going to see that was x dash, y dash. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4. See, if I want to represent a point, so 2 comma minus 2, how I am going to represent it? So 2 comma minus, this is a point. So suppose I will call it as 2 comma minus 2. If I want to represent 4 comma minus 1, how I am going to represent it? This is 4 and here it will be minus 1. So if I want to represent minus 1 comma 4, this is minus 1 and 4. So this is minus 1 comma 4. Minus 1 comma minus 4. This is minus 1, this is minus 4. See? Minus 1 comma minus 4. This is how we are going to represent the points on the Cartesian coordinate system. See, if I want to represent a point on x-axis, then what will be the value of y coordinate? That will be 0. Here if I what is the coordinates for this particular point? That is 3 comma 0. So on x coordinate, so on x-axis y coordinate will be 0. On x-axis y coordinate will be 0. On y-axis, see, suppose say here, how I am going to represent it? 0 comma 3. What is the coordinates for this particular point? That is 0 comma 3. So on y-axis x coordinate will be equal to 0. This basic idea you have. Yes. So with this basic idea, wait. So on the same plane, see, I wanted this minus 1 comma minus 4. See, if I want to find a distance between, the 2 points, if they are on the coordinate axis, so how we can find? Suppose say if I see with reference to this figure, see, if I want to find a difference between these 2 points, so what are the coordinates of this point? This is 0 comma 2 and this is 2 comma 0. So I want to find the distance between, see, if I name it as P and this as Q, if I name it as P and this as Q, I want to find a distance between P and Q. So do you know these two axes these two axes intersect at 90 degree? This will be 90 degree. So we can apply the Pythagoras theorem and we can find this if we know that these two dimensions. See, what is the dimension of this? This will be equal to 2. Yes or no? On the x-axis, what is the distance? 1, 2. This will be equal to 2 units. And on y-axis, this will be equal to 2 units. Yes? So to find the distance between P and Q, what I can write? PQ is equal to OP square plus OQ square. Fine? See, OP square is nothing but, see, OP square is 2 square plus OQ square is also 2 square. So 4 plus 4, which is equal to 8. This PQ is equal to root of 8 units. So this is how I can find the distance between the 2 points which are there on the coordinate axis. Then what about the point which are not there on the coordinate axis? If I want to find the distance between these two, points, so is this measure will be sufficient? No. So for that, what we need to do? We need to find a formula called a distance formula. So how we are going to do this? We are going to derive that formula, that is distance formula, to find the distance between 2 points which are not there on the coordinate axis. the points which are not there on the coordinate axis. See this is y axis, this is x axis. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so I'll consider 2 points. Let it be P and other point be Q. If I want to find the distance between P and Q, so I'll follow this. Let P and Q be the points on the coordinate system. Okay, so and what are the, let the coordinates be x1 and y1 for P and x2 y2 for Q. Okay, so let the coordinates for P and Q be P of x1 y1, Q of x2 y2. So to find the formula, so what we can do, so draw PR and QS perpendicular to xs. This is x dash, this is y dash. Draw PR and QS, draw PR and QS perpendicular to x axis. What I did, we need to draw PR and QS perpendicular to x axis. Why we are doing? Just to derive a formula to find the distance between P and Q. Next, draw PT perpendicular to QS. So draw PT perpendicular to QS. Now see, this will be x1, this will be x1, and this distance will be y1. Basics, see, at point the coordinates are x1 and y1. So at R, this see, along x axis it will be x1, along y axis it will be y1. So this will be x2 and this distance will be y2. So we define the coordinate, that is the reason that distance will be there. So then what about this distance? This distance minus this distance will give this distance. So x2, so RS will be equal to x2 minus x1. So RS will be equal to PT. So that will be also equal to x2 minus x1. Okay, then you know QS is equal to y2 and PR is equal to y1. Okay, then QT will be equal to, this QT will be equal to y2 minus y1. So QS minus QT, QS minus QT will give me, sorry, QS minus ST, QS, this entire distance, this is QS, minus QT, this distance, the entire distance minus QT will give me this distance. Then what is that distance? See, y2 minus, then this ST will be y1. This ST will be y1 and this will be y2. y2 minus y1 will be equal to QT. So I am going to write here. So I will write the coordinates. OR is equal to x1, OS is equal to x2, then RS will be equal to OS minus OR. which is equal to x2 minus x1. Here PR is equal to y1, QS is equal to y2, this QS is equal to y2, then QS is equal to y2, and PR is equal to PT, PR is equal to, so ST, PR is equal to ST, PR is equal to ST, which is equal to y1. So now I want this QT. QT will be equal to QS minus ST. If I want QT, this entire distance, in that if I remove ST, I'll get QT. So that only I have written. Okay, which is equal to y2 minus y1. So we got the coordinates. See, we got the length for this PT and QT. So since it is 90 degree, what we can write? So PQ square, applying Pythagoras, PQ square is equal to PT square. PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. Fine. So what is PT square? PT square is x2 minus x1 whole square. See, I am continuing here because I don't have a space. So x2 minus x1 square plus QT square, y2 minus y1 square. Understood? So PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula to find the distance between any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. It may be on any place. So if using this formula, directly you are going to find the distance between any 2 points, and it may be at any point, it may be at any place on the Cartesian plane. So this is the formula, this is the distance formula. What is this distance? Distance formula. This is the distance formula. So using this formula, we can find the distance between any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. It may be located on the Cartesian axis, it may be located on the axis, or it may be away from the axis. Easily you can use this formula to find the distance between the 2 points. Okay, based on this formula, you are going to solve few questions. So before that, what we did? So first we started with the coordinate axis and we defined 2 points P and Q. Let the coordinates for P be x1, y1. Let the coordinates for Q be x2, y2. Okay. Now, so to find the distance, what are the construction we made? Draw PR and QS perpendicular to x-axis. Draw ST perpendicular to QS, and even we defined, let the coordinates of point P be x1, y1, Q be x2, y2. Now after that, so to find the distance between, see, to find PT, what we have? RS. So PT will be equal to RS. So to find RS, we will get OS minus OR will be equal to RS. So OS is equal to x2, OR is equal to x1. Even in case of this, to find the QT, so QS minus ST will give you QT. For that, PR is equal to ST is equal to y1 and QS is equal to y2. So QS minus QT, that is y2 minus y1 is equal to QT. Understood? So after that, so this will be equal to 90 degree. So apply Pythagoras theorem. PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. So after applying the formula, you arrived at, this is the distance formula to find the distance between any 2 points on the coordinate axis. So any 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Okay, please note this down. So we are going to solve few of the examples based on this. So first example based on the distance formula. Do the points 3, 2, minus 2, minus 3 and 2, 3 form a triangle. Whether using these 3 points, whether it is going to form a triangle. If so, name the type of triangle so formed. See, if I take a triangle, if I take a triangle, this is, so let PQR be the triangle. So let P be 3 comma 2 minus 2 comma minus 3 and R be 2 comma 3. If I want to say, so if I want to say these coordinate points are forming a triangle, so what should I do? I need to find the distance between these two, if I find the distance between these 2 points P and Q, if I find the distance between P and Q, I'll get this distance, that is the length of PQ I'll get. Then if I find the distance between Q and R, I'll get the length of QR. If I find the distance between P and R, I'll get the distance between, so I'll get the length of PR. Fine. So after that, so after finding the lengths, what we need to do? So we need to apply the basic rule. So the basic rule is sum of two sides, sum of any two sides should be greater than the third side. Okay. After finding the lengths, add two lengths. Either we add PQ, QR, that should be greater than PR, or PR, QR, that should be greater than PQ. So then we say that using these coordinates we can form a triangle. So after that we need to identify the relationship between the sides. Then based on that we need to identify the type of triangle. Okay. So first we'll start. PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Understood? So what is x2 here? Suppose this is, I call it the x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So what is x2? Minus 2 minus 3 whole square minus 2 minus 3 whole square plus minus 3 minus 2 whole square minus 3 minus 2 whole square. See, since there is a square, in whichever the order you take, it doesn't make any sense. You can consider this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2, or else you can consider this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2. What I did, I consider this as x2 y2, this as x1 y1. So minus 2 comma minus 3, next minus 3 is y2 minus y1. Okay. So since we are squaring, even though if we get a negative, so I see minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Minus 5 square is 25. If you take this 3 plus 3 is, if I consider this as x2 y2, then at this case 3 it would have been 3 plus 2. If I consider this as x2 y2, then I need to reverse the values, then I'll get plus 5. So 5 square is 25. So that is the reason I am saying, since square is there, in whichever the order you take, that is, if in whichever the order you consider, I can consider this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2, or else you can consider this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2. In whichever order you consider, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, next. This is minus 5 square, this is minus 3 minus 2 minus 5 square, which is equal to 25 plus 25, which is equal to root 50. Next, QR is equal to same x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So what is x2 here? So if I consider this as x2 y2, this as x1 y1, then it will be 2 minus of minus 2 means 2 plus 2 whole square plus 3 minus of minus 3 means 3 plus 3 whole square, which is equal to 4 square plus 6 square, which is equal to 4 4 is 16. 6 6 is 36. 16 plus 36 40 52. Okay. Next, units. We don't know what it is. Units. Next, PR is equal to x2 minus x1. See, if I consider this as x2 and this as x1, so 2 minus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 2 whole square. Okay. 2 minus 3 is nothing but 1 square minus 1 square plus 1 square, which is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2. So PR is equal to root 2. Okay. Then, so this will be nearly equal to root 2, nearly equal to 1.41 something approximately. If you take this, 7 square is 49. 1 greater than that, it can be nearly equal to 7.01 something. This will be always nearly equal to 7.2 something. Okay. So how did I approximate? See, 49 is square root of 49 is 7. So 50 is 1 ahead of it. That is the reason it will be nearly equal to 7.01. It would be nearly equal to 7.2 or 1. So if I want to conclude it as a triangle, PR plus QR should be greater than PR, or else PR plus QR should be greater than PQ, or else, okay, PQ plus PR should be greater than QR. These three conditions should be satisfied. Okay, now what is PR? 1.4 plus what is QR? Where is QR? This is QR. This is QR. QR is 7.2 and it should be greater than PQ, that is 7.01. Obviously this is greater than 7.01 and it holds good for this. It holds good for this. Therefore, what we can conclude? So the given points forms a triangle. Then we need to say which type of triangle it is. See, based on the side we can say this is a scale and triangle. See, 7.01 is different from 7.2 and 7.2 is different. So three different dimension of three sides is different. We can call it as a scale and triangle. So if you want to name it by angle, see, so which is the greatest angle? So greater side, this is the greater side. If I take this, see, QR square is equal to PR square plus PQ square. We need to verify. If it's satisfied, then we can conclude it as a right angle triangle. I have used the Pythagoras theorem here. Therefore, the given points. So this first conclusion is the given points form a triangle. That is the first conclusion. Second one, we need to name which type of triangle it is. Okay. So QR square is root 52 whole square. Is equal to what is PR square? Where is PR? Root 2 square. What is PQ square? That is root 52 square. Sorry, root PR is, where is PR? PR is root 2 square. I need PQ. PQ is root 50. PQ is root 50. This is PQ. PQ is root 50. Root 50 whole square. Please let me adjust the focus. Okay. So root 50 square, this square root and square will get cancelled, 52. Again this will get cancelled, this is equal to 2, this is equal to 50. So 52 is equal to 52, therefore the given triangle is a right angle triangle. Therefore the given triangle is a right angled triangle, right angled triangle. Okay, so please note this down. So this is given in the example section. So applying the formula, while applying the formula, you can consider it in any order. Please note this down. So second example, show that points 1 comma 7, 4 comma 2, minus 1 comma minus 1, minus 4 comma 4 are the vertices of a square. See, if I want to call a quadrilateral as a square, all the sides should be equal. All the sides should be equal and its diagonal should be equal. This is the property of a square. Okay, now, so if I name this as these points as C, 1 comma 7, 4 comma 2, so we should name it in the order, minus 1 comma minus 1, minus 4 comma 4. So we need to find the length AB, BC, CD and AD. So AB should be equal to BC, BC should be equal to CD, CD should be equal to DA. Then we can conclude the given quadrilateral is a rhombus. Then if its diagonals are equal, then we can conclude it as a square. Okay. So the diagonal with its all sides are equal and its diagonals equal, we call it as a square. Those are the basic you have studied in 9th standard. Solution. So then first AB is equal to square root of, so what is, directly I'll apply the formula. So that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is equal to what I can write. So 4 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 7 whole square. 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 square, plus 2 minus 7 is nothing but minus 5 square. So 9 plus 25, this is 4, 9 plus 25 is nothing but root of 34. Next, BC. Again same formula. So I will not apply the formula, you should apply the formula. So that is minus 1 comma minus 4. So minus 1 minus 4 whole square plus minus 1 minus 2 whole square, which is equal to what I can write. This is AB. We got the value of AB. Next, to find the value of BC, I am calculating now. Minus 1 minus 4 is nothing but minus 5 square plus minus 3. So minus 5 square is nothing but 25 plus minus 3 square is nothing but 9, which is equal to 25 plus 9 is nothing but root 34. So on the track, AB is equal to BC. Next, CD. Again square root of minus 4 plus minus 4 minus of minus 1 square plus 4 minus of minus 1 square. Okay, which is equal to minus 4 plus 1 plus 4 minus of minus 1 is nothing but 4 plus 1 whole square. So which is equal to minus 3 square plus pi square, which is nothing but, which is very much similar to the earlier one, 9 plus 25, which is equal to root 34. This is CD. So this is also on the track. Next, next DA or AD. DA is equal to square root of next DA. Where is DA? Again minus 4 comma minus 1 whole square plus 4 minus 7 whole square, which is equal to minus 5 square plus minus 3 square, which is equal to root of 25 plus 9, which is equal to root of 34. And we need to calculate the diagonals. BD is equal to, this is DA or AD. BD is equal to, where is BD? BD. So 4 minus of minus 4 is nothing but 4 plus 4 square plus 2 minus 4 is nothing but minus 2 whole square. 2 minus 4 whole square. 4 minus of minus 4 is nothing but plus 4. 4 plus whole square. 4 plus 4 whole square. Next, 2 minus 4 is equal to 4 plus 4 is nothing but 8 square plus minus 2 whole square is equal to 64 plus 4, which is equal to root of 68. Next, AC or CA is equal to, so next 1 minus of minus 1 is nothing but 1 plus 1 whole square plus 7 minus of minus 1 is nothing but 8 square is equal to 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2 square is nothing but 4, 8 square is nothing but 64, which is equal to 60 root of 68. Fine. This is equal to BD and this is equal to AC. Now, so let me adjust the focus. Now, what conclusion we got? AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. So AB is equal to, therefore AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA is equal to root of 34, and AC is equal to BD is equal to root of 68. Therefore points are the vertices of a square. That's it. So problems will be very simple, only based on this particular formula. If you know how to apply this, entire thing will be very easy. But only thing, if you know the basic, and solving such problems will be very easy. Maybe it is lengthier, but solving will be very easy if you have basics. Please note this down. Next, fifth example. So fourth and fifth, third and fourth, try on your own. If you have any difficulty, they are very easy. If you have any difficulty, please let me know. I'm going to help you with that one. So as of now, fifth question. Fifth example, find a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from the point A 6, 5, B minus 4, 3. Suppose this is a point which is on y-axis and there are other 2 points A and B. So A which is 6, 5, B which is minus 4, 3. If it is equidistant, means it should be in between. See, this point is equidistant from the both the points, means it should be in the middle. Okay. So since the point is lying on y-axis, coordinate for x coordinate will be 0. So that abscissa will be 0, ordinate will be y. Okay. Now we need to find the relation, find a point on y-axis. So we need to find 0. We need to find the value of y such that if is P, let the point be P, if AP is equal to BP, if AP is equal to BP, since both the points are at equidistance from this point, that is the reason AP will be equal to BP. Using that relation, we need to find the value of y. So now, given AP is equal to BP, using this relation we will find. So what is AP then? So that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So here also I will apply the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That formula I need to apply. So I need to be smart enough while applying the formula. So suppose if I consider this as x1 y1, this as x2 y2, then 6 minus 0 whole square plus we need to follow the order 5 minus 5 whole square. Okay. Next. Zero plus 4. 0 minus of minus 4 is nothing but 0 plus 4 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. Squaring on both sides, it will squaring on both sides. So what I'll get? So this square and square root will get cancelled. So 6 square plus 5 minus y whole square. How can I expand it? 5 square is nothing but 25 plus y square minus 2 5s are 10, 10y. A square plus b square minus 2ab. That formula I used. 0 plus 4 whole square is nothing plus 4 whole square, that is 16 plus y square plus 9 minus 2 3 is 6, 6y. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. 6 square is nothing but 36. Directly I will write. Okay. So 36 plus 25. 6 plus 5. So wait, we will do one thing. In 36 I will remove 16. What I will get? 20. 20 plus 25 is nothing but 45. So wait. 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 will get cancelled. So I will get 36 plus y square minus 10y minus y square minus 6y. This y square will get cancelled. Or else we'll do one thing. This y square will get cancelled. This 16 plus 9, this 25 will get cancelled. So 36 is equal to minus 6y plus 10y. This simplification you should be knowing. So here if you have difficulty, I can't help you. So through the practice, you can get this simplification. Okay, what I did, 16 plus 9 is 25. So 25. So on LHS and RHS both are same, I can cancel it. The sign is same. So 36 is equal to minus 6y plus 10y. Or else 36 is equal to minus 6y plus 10y is nothing but 4y. So y is equal to 36 divided by 4. 4 1 ja, 4 9 ja. Y is equal to 9. So therefore the point is, what is that point? 0, 9. So this is the point. Please note this down, and practice is very important, and try to such kind of problem, try and solve it. So after this, in the next video, we'll go through exercise 7.1. Thank you.